take a little tea, Misha.
Somehow I don't seem to want any.
More vodka instead?
No, I don't drink vodka every day. And besides, it's too hot now. Tell me, Nanny, how long have we known each other?
Let me see. How long is it? Oh, Lord, help me to remember. You first came here. Oh, when was it? Oh, Sonia's mother was still alive. Oh, that was 2 winters before she died. It was 11 years ago. Perhaps more.
Have I changed much?
Oh, yes. You were young and handsome then. And now you're old and not so handsome. You drink now, too.
Yes. 10 years have made me into another man. Why, Nanny? Because I'm overworked. I'm on my feet from dawn till dusk. I have nightmares of being dragged out of my bed to rescue and breastfeed someone who's sick. And then there's this place. Everyone here is so eccentric. After living here for 2 or 3 years, I've become eccentric myself. It was inevitable. You see this long mustache I've grown? It's ridiculous. Yes, I've been as eccentric as the rest. But at least I have not grown stupid. Thank God my brain hasn't addled yet. But my body has gone numb. I want nothing. I need nothing. I love no one. Except you, of course. I once had a nanny like you when I was a child.
Don't you want to buy us something to eat?
No. A few weeks ago, there was an outbreak of typhoid fever in Militsko. Peasants were all piled up in huts. And calves and pigs running among the sick. Awful. I slaved among the sick all day. Not a crumb passed my lips. And when I got home, there was still no rest for me. The switchman was carried in from the railroad and laid across my operating table. And we died in my arms under chloroform. My conscience tortured me as if I'd killed him myself. And I thought, will our descendants, 100 or 200 years from now, for whom we're paving the way, remember to give us a kind thought? No, Nanny. They'll forget all about us.
Man will forget, but God won't.
Thank you for that. You've spoken the truth. Have you been asleep?
Yes. Ever since the professor and his wife have come, our life has been turned upside down. Oh. I sleep at odd hours, drink wine, and eat all sorts of fancy food for lunch and dinner. It isn't good for me. Sonia and I used to work a regular schedule without an idle moment. But now Sonia works alone and I only eat, drink, and sleep. It's not right.
The professor gets up at noon. The samovar is boiling all morning and everything has to wait for him. Oh, before they came here, we had dinner at 1, like good Christians. But now we have it at 7. Oh, the professor sits up all night, writing and reading, and suddenly at 2 o'clock, there goes the bell. Oh, heavens, what is it? Oh, the professor wants some tea. Wake the servants, light the samovar. Chaos.
Will they be here much longer?
100 years. The professor has decided to make his home here.
Look, the samovar's been on the table for 2 hours, and they're all out walking.
All right, don't get excited. Here they come. Wonderful, superb. What beautiful scenery is this?
It is wonderful, Your Excellency.
Tomorrow we're going into the forest preserve. Wanna come, Papa?
Ladies and gentlemen, your tea is ready.
Won't you please be good enough to bring my tea into the study? I still have some work to finish.
I'm sure you'll love the forest preserve.
There goes our learned scholar on a hot, sultry day like this, in his overcoat, galoshes, carrying an umbrella, and wearing gloves. He's brilliant, that one.
He's just trying to take care of his health.
How lovely Elena is. How lovely. I have never in my life seen a more beautiful woman.
Do you know, Marina, that as I walk the field or the shady garden, as I look at this table here, my heart swells with utter happiness. The weather is enchanting, the birds are singing, we are all living in peace and contentment. What more could you ask for? Much obliged to you. Much obliged.
Such eyes. A glorious woman.
Come, Yvonne. Tell us something.
What do you want me to say?
Nothing exciting to tell us?
No. I'm just the same as usual. Or perhaps worse, because I've become lazy. I don't do anything but gripe and complain. My mother, the old windbag, is still chattering about the emancipation of women, with one eye on her grave and the other on her learned books in which she's always looking for answers.
And the professor?
The professor sits in his study from morning till night and writes, straining the mind, wrinkling the brow, we write, without respite or praise in the future now, I feel sorry for the paper he wastes. He ought to write his autobiography. He would make a really splendid subject for a book. Imagine it. The life of a retired professor, as stale as old bread, tortured by gouts, headaches, and rheumatism, his liver bursting with jealousy and envy, living on the estate of his first wife, although he hates it because he can't afford to live in town. He is eternally whining about his hard luck, though, as a matter of fact, he is extraordinarily lucky. Think of the luck he's had. He's the son of a common deacon, attained a professor's chair, became son-in-law of a senator, is called Your Excellency, and so on. But I'll tell you something. The man has been writing about art for 25 years, and yet he doesn't know a thing about it. For 25 years, he has been regurgitating other men's thoughts about realism and naturalism and all such foolishness. For 25 years, he has been reading and writing things that smart people already know and stupid people don't care about. For 25 years, he has been masquerading as someone important, but has now retired and is unknown to any living soul. And yet, see him dancing around like a demigod?
Sounds like you're jealous.
Of course I'm jealous. Look at the success he's had with women. Don Juan wasn't as lucky. His first wife, my sister, was a beautiful, gentle woman, as pure as heaven above, noble, genuine, and with more admirers than he had pupils, and she loved him as she only could. His mother-in-law, my mother, adores him to this day and worships the ground he walks on. His second wife is, as you can see, is a beautiful, intelligent woman. She married him in his old age and has surrendered all of her beauty, freedom, and youth to him. Why? What for?
Is she faithful to him?
Yes, unfortunately.
Why unfortunately?
Because such fidelity is false. It sounds good, but there's no logic to it. It's downright immoral for a woman to deceive an old husband, whom she really hates, who strangles her poor youth and sucks every breath of life from her heart.
Vanya, I don't like to hear you talk like that. Anyone who betrays a husband or wife is an unfaithful person and can also betray his country.
Turn off the tap, Waffles.
No, allow me, Vanya. My wife ran away with her lover on the day after our wedding because she didn't like my looks. But that lover and I'm still faithful to her to this day. I help her all I can and have given my fortune to educate the children she had with her lover. I may not be happy, but at least I have my pride. And she, her youth has fled, her beauty has faded, and her lover's dead. What does she have left?
Marina, dear, there's some peasants waiting. See what they want. I'll go see.
I've come to see your husband. You wrote me saying that he has rheumatism and I don't know what else, and that he was very ill, but he appears to be fine.
He had a fit of the blues yesterday evening and complained of pains in his legs, but he seems all right today.
Knocked out 20 miles at breakneck speed. So, it's not the first time. I suppose I shall stay until tomorrow. And at any rate, sleep well. Quantum stop.
Splendid. You seldom spend the night with us. Have you had dinner yet?
No, I haven't.
Good. You'll eat with us. We dine at 7 now. Oh, tea is cold.
Yes, the temperature in the samovar has considerably diminished.
Don't mind, Yvonne. We will drink cold tea then.
I beg your pardon. My name is not Yvonne, but Ilya, ma'am. Ilya Shalikin, or Waffles, as I am sometimes called on account of my pockmarked face. I am Sonia's godfather. His Excellency, your husband, knows me very well. I now live with you, ma'am, on this estate, and perhaps you'll be so good as to notice that I dine with you every day.
Godfather, dear, you're a great help. You're a right-hand man. Let me see. What is it, Grandmother?
I forgot to tell Alexander. It slipped my mind. Earlier today, I received a letter from Pavel Alexeyevich in Kharkov. He had sent me a new pamphlet.
Is it interesting?
Yes, it's strange. He rebuked the very theories which he defended 50 years ago. It's appalling.
No, there's nothing appalling about it. Drink your tea, Mama.
Now, what's the talk?
For 50 years we've talked and read pamphlets. Don't you think it's about time we gave it a rest?
Seems you never want to listen to what I have to say. Pardon me, Jean, but you used to be a man of convictions and had an illuminating personality.
Oh yes, I had an illuminating personality, which illuminated no one. I had an illuminating personality. I'm 47 years old. Until last year, I tried, as you do now, to blind my eyes with pretentiousness. But now, oh, if you only knew. If you knew how I lie awake at night, heartsick and angry, to think how stupidly I wasted my time when I might have been enjoying life. But now I'm too old.
Uncle Vanya, don't say that.
You speak as if your formal convictions had come on late, but you yourself are at fault. You should have done something.
Done something? Not every man is capable of being a writer, perpetually mobile like your Herr Professor.
What do you mean by that?
Grandmother, Uncle Vanya, stop it, please.
I am silent.
Oh.
I apologize. And am silent.
What a fine day. Not too hot.
A fine day to hang oneself.
What does the peasant want, Nanny? Oh, the same old thing. Nonsense about that piece of land. Why are you calling the chicken? A speckled hen has disappeared with her chicks. Afraid the crows got them.
The doctor here. Excuse me, sir. I've been sent to fetch you.
What is it?
The factory. One of the workers has been injured.
All right. There's no way out. I must go.
It's too bad, really. We must come back to dinner when you're finished at the factory.
No, I won't be able to do that. It'll be too late. Now, where is it? Look here, good man. Give me a glass of vodka, will you? You know, one of the characters in all Strauss's play is a stupid man with a long mustache, like me. Oh well, let me bid you goodbye, ladies and gentlemen. I should really be delighted if you come to see me sometime with Miss Sonia. My estate is small, a little more than 80 acres, and if you're interested in such things, I'll show you a nursery in the seabed that you will not be able to see from 1,000 miles away. The place is surrounded by government forest. Forest is old and ailing, so I manage almost all the work myself.
Yes, I've always heard that you were very fond of the woods. Of course, you can do a great deal of good by helping to preserve them, but doesn't that interfere with your real occupation? You are a doctor, after all.
God alone knows what a man's real occupation is.
And you find it interesting?
Yes, very.
So interesting.
You're young, 36, 37, I guess. And I suspect the woods can't interest you as much as you say. Nothing but tree after tree. How do you think you find it monotonous? Oh, no, the work is very interesting. Dr. Astrov watches over the old woods and plants new forests every year. And he's already received a bronze medal and a diploma. If you listen to what he has to say, you'll agree with him entirely.
He says that the forests are the children of Earth, and that they teach mankind to understand beauty and lift mind to higher pursuits. Forests temper a harsh climate, and in countries where the climate is milder, less strength is wasted in the battle with nature. And the people there, kinder, gentler. The inhabitants of these countries are handsome, sensitive, graceful in speech and gesture. Their philosophy is joyous, art and science blossom. Entertainment of admiration and
Bravo! Bravo! Oh, that's very pretty, but it's also unconvincing. Surely, my friend, you will let me go on burning firewood in my stoves and building my shed of flames.
Burn peat in your stoves and build your sheds of stone. Of course, I don't object to cutting wood sometimes, but why destroy the whole forest? The forests of Russia are trembling under the blows of the axe. Millions of trees have perished. The houses of wild birds and animals have been desolated. The rivers are shrinking, and many beautiful landscapes are gone forever. And why? Because man is too lazy and too stupid to stoop down and get fuel from the ground. Am I not right, mademoiselle? Who but a stupid barbarian could burn so much beauty in their stoves and destroy that which he cannot make? Man is endowed with reason and the power to create, so that he may increase on which has been given to him. But until now, he's done nothing but demolish. The rivers are running dry, the forest is disappearing, the wildlife is exterminated, the climate is spoiled, and the earth is getting poorer and uglier every day. I see irony in your look. You don't take what I'm saying seriously. And maybe it will all be nonsense. When I pass by a village forest that I preserve from acts, or I hear the rustling of young trees that I planted with my own hands, how does as if I've had some share in improving the climate? Now, if mankind is happy 1,000 years from now, I will have been a little responsible for that happiness. When I plant a little birch tree and see it growing and swaying in the wind, I feel with pride and I tell her. Maybe it will all be nonsense anyways. Goodbye.
When are you coming to see us again?
I can't say.
Will we have to wait another month?
Your behavior is shocking, Yvonne. What sense was there in angering your mother and talking about Perpetua mobile? And at lunch you argue with Alexander again. Really, you are too petty.
Not if I hate him.
You hate Alexander without reason. He's like everyone else and no worse than you are.
Oh, if you could only see your face, the way you move. Oh, how absolutely mind-numbingly dull your life must be.
It is tedious, yes, and boring. You all abuse my husband and look at me with compassion. You think, poor woman, she's married to such an old man. I know exactly what you mean. As Ashroff said just now, see how you thoughtlessly destroyed the forest so that there would soon be none left? But also mankind and some loyalty and purity and self-sacrifice will vanish with the trees. Why can't you look at a woman without desiring her? Because the doctor was right. You're all possessed by a demon of destruction. You have no mercy on trees, or birds, or women, or one another.
I don't like your philosophy.
The doctor has a sensitive face, an interesting, weary face. Sonia obviously likes him. In fact, she's in love with him, and I can understand it. This is the third time he's been here. I haven't had a real talk with him yet, or made much of him, but he thinks I'm disagreeable. You know, Yvonne, the reason you and I are such friends is because we're both so boring and tedious. Yes, tedious. Don't look at me that way. I don't like it.
How can I look at you otherwise when I love you? You are my joy, my life, my youth. I know that my chances of being loved in return are infinitely small, but I ask nothing of you. Only let me look at you and listen to your voice.
Someone will overhear you.
Let me speak to you of my love. Don't push me away, and this alone will be my greatest happiness.
Oh, this is agony.
Who is this? Sonia?
It's me.
Oh, it's you. Lenotchka. This pain is intolerable.
Your blanket has slipped. Let me shut the window, Alexander.
No, leave it open. I'm suffocating.
I tried my left leg once on my own last night, and it hurts that I woke. I don't believe this is gout. It is more like rheumatism. What time is it?
12:30.
I want you to look for Turgenev's works tomorrow morning. I think we have it.
What?
Look for Turgenev tomorrow morning in the library. We used to have it. I remember. Why am I having such trouble breathing?
You're tired. This is the second night you haven't slept.
They say Turgenev got an angina of the heart from his gout. I'm afraid I'm getting angina too. Oh, damn this old age. I've become old and intolerable to myself, and I'm sure intolerable to you as well.
You speak as if old age is our fault.
I am more repulsive to you than anyone. I understand, of course. I'm not an idiot. You are young, healthy, beautiful, and longing for life, but I'm an old man. Almost a corpse already. You think I don't know? I see that it is foolish for me to live so long, but don't worry. I shall soon set you all free. My life cannot drag on much longer.
Quiet, for God's sakes. I'm at the end of my patience.
It appears that thanks to me, everybody's at the end of their patience. Everybody is miserable, but I'm having the time of my life. Oh yes, isn't this obvious?
Quiet. You're torturing me.
I torture everybody, obviously.
This is unbearable. What is it you want from me?
Nothing.
Be quiet, please.
Isn't it funny that everybody listens to Yvonne and his old idiot of a mother, but the second I open my mouth, I annoy all of you. Can't even stand the sound of my voice. Even if I am disagreeable, even if I am a selfish tyrant, haven't I the right to be at my age? Haven't I earned it? Haven't I the right to be respected now that I am old?
Your rights have never been questioned by anybody. The wind is picking up. We'll have rain in a moment. You better shut the window. No one is disputing your rights.
I've spent my life in the pursuit of learning. I am used to my library and the lecture hall, and the esteem and admiration of my colleagues, and now I suddenly find myself plunged into this backwater, condemned to see the same stupid people from day until night and listen to their inane conversation. I can't do it. I want to live. I long for success, fame, and excitement. Here I am in hell. It's dreadful to spend every breathing moment in the past. To see the success of others and sit here with nothing to do but wait for death. I can't do it. I'm not strong enough. And you won't even forgive me for being old.
Wait, it won't be long. I'll be old myself in 4 or 5 years.
Father, you sent for Dr. Astrov, and now when he comes, you refuse to see him. It's inconsiderate to give him so much trouble for nothing.
Astrov? He knows as much about medicine as I know about astronomy.
We can't send for the whole medical faculty, can we, to treat your gout?
I won't talk to that quack.
Do what you want, it's all the same to me.
What time is it?
After midnight.
Sonia, hand me that medicine on the table. No, not that one. Can't you do anything right?
I'm not tantrum. Some people may put up with it, but don't expect me to. I don't like it. Besides, I have the time. We're getting up early tomorrow to cut the hay.
A storm is coming up. There it goes. Go to bed, Elena and Sonia. Ivan Petrovich, reporting for duty.
No, don't leave me with him. He'll talk me to death.
But you must give them a little rest. They haven't slept for 2 nights.
Then let them go to bed, but you go to bed too. Please, for the sake of our former friendship. We can talk some other time.
Our former friendship. Our former...
Uncle Vanya.
Love Pochka. Don't leave me with him. He'll talk me to death.
This is ridiculous.
Go to bed, Nanny. It's late.
I haven't cleared the tea things. Can't go to bed yet.
No one can go to bed. Everyone is exhausted except me. But I'm having a grand old time.
What's the matter, Sasha?
Oh, does it hurt?
Oh, my own legs are aching too. Oh, so badly.
Oh, you've had this illness such a long time.
Sonia's poor mother used to stay awake with you too and wear herself out for you. Oh, she loved you dearly. Old people want to be pitied as much as the young, but nobody cares about us somehow. Come, Sasha. Let me give you some linden blossom tea and warm your feet. I shall pray for you.
Spasibo. Thank you, Marina.
Oh, my own feet are aching so badly. Oh, so badly. Sonia's mother used to wear herself out with sorrow and weeping. Oh, you were young and silly then, Sonia. Oh, come, Your Excellency.
I'm absolutely exhausted by him and can hardly stand up.
You're exhausted by him. I'm exhausted by everything. Surely you'll let me go on. I haven't slept for 3 nights myself.
Something is wrong in this house. Your mother hates everything but her pamphlets and the professor. The professor is irritable and won't trust me and is angry with you. Sonia is angry with her father and with me. She hasn't spoken to me for 2 weeks. You hate my husband and openly sneer at your mother. I'm at the end of my strength. I've come close to tears at least 20 times today. Something is wrong in this house.
Leave philosophy alone, please.
More cultured and intelligent, Yvonne. You surely understand that the world isn't destroyed by villains and fires, but by hate and malice and all these petty squabbles. It is your duty to make peace and not to growl at everything.
Help me first to make peace with myself, my darling.
Let me go. Please, go away.
Soon the rain will be over, and all nature will sigh and awake refreshed. Only I'm not refreshed by the storm. Day and night the thought haunts me like a fiend that my life is lost forever. My past does not count because I frittered it away on nonsense. What shall I do with my life and my love? What can I do with them? My love for you will be wasted and lost as a ray of sunlight that falls into a dark chasm, and my life will go with it into the chasm.
Oh. I feel numb when you speak to me of your love, and I don't know what you expect me to say. Forgive me. Good night.
If you knew how I'm tortured by the thought that beside me in this house is another life that's being lost forever. Yours. What are you waiting for? What dim philosophy of righteousness stands in your way? Oh, Helene. Helene.
Yvonne, you're drunk.
Possible. Very possible.
Where's the doctor?
In there, spending the night in my room. Perhaps I'm drunk, perhaps I am. Nothing is impossible.
You have been drinking today. Why do you do that?
Because in that way I get a taste of being alive. Don't try to stop me, Helena.
You never used to drink, and you never used to talk so much. Go to bed. I'm tired of you.
My sweetheart. My beautiful one.
Leave me alone. Really, this has become unbearable.
She's gone. I first met her 10 years ago at my sister's house when she was 17 and I was 37. Oh, why didn't I fall in love with her and propose to her? It would have been so easy, and now she would be my wife. Yes. We would both have been waked tonight by the thunderstorm, and she would have been frightened. But I would have held her in my arms and whispered, "Shh, don't be afraid. I'm here." Oh, enchanting dream. So sweet that I laugh to think of it. Oh, but my so old. Why won't she understand me? I hate all that talk of hers, that morality of fidelity, that absurd talk about the destruction of the world. I hate it all. How I have been deceived. For years, I worshipped that miserable, gout-ridden professor. Worked like an ox for him. Sonia and I have squeezed this estate dry for his sake. We eat bargeard, butter, and curds, and peas like misers, and have never kept a morsel for ourselves so we could scrape enough money together to send to him. I was proud of him, and of his scholarship. Read all of his writings as inspired, and dear God, now he's retired. And what's the total of his life? Not a page of his work will last. He is absolutely unknown, and his fame has burst like a soap bubble. I've been deceived. I see that now. Foolishly deceived.
Play, Waffles! Push everyone into play, Doctor.
Play!
Oh.
Are you alone? No ladies about? The hut is cold, the fire is dead. Where should the master lay his head? The thunderstorm woke me. It was a heavy shower. What time is it?
Only the devil knows.
I thought I heard Elena's voice.
She was here a moment ago.
What a magnificent woman. Beautiful. Medicine. What a variety we have. Prescription from Moscow, Kharkov, from Tula.
Why has he been pestering all the towns of Russia with his gout? Is he ill or simply pretending?
Oh, he's really ill.
What's the matter with you? Are you sad because you feel sorry for the professor?
Leave me alone.
Or in love with the professor's wife?
She's my friend.
Already?
What do you mean by already?
A woman can only become a man's friend after first being his acquaintance, then his lover, then she becomes a friend.
What a vulgar statement.
Yes, I must confess I'm getting vulgar. Then you see, I'm drunk. I usually only drink like this once a month. At times my audacity and cheekiness know no bounds. When I drink, I feel capable of anything. I can accept the most difficult operations and perform them magnificently. The most brilliant things to do is take shape in my head. I'm no longer a poor fool of a doctor. Mankind's greatest hero. Greatest! I evolved my own sense of philosophy. And all of you crawl on my feet with so many insects and microbes. Play, Waffles!
Monsieur, I would love to, but listen to reason. Everybody in the house is asleep.
Play, damn it! I want something to drink. We still have some brandy left. And as soon as it is day, you come home with me. Okay? Happiness is gonna get there, okay? Always says, okay, the rascal. So, okie dokie. I beg your pardon. I have no time.
Vanya, you and the doctor have been drinking again? Oh, the old boys have been getting together. It's all very well for him, but why do you have to? It will be bad at your age.
Age has nothing to do with it. When real life is missing, one must create an illusion.
Our hay is all cut and rotting in these daily rains, and here you are busy creating illusions? You've given up the farm altogether. I've done all the work alone until I'm at the end of my strength. Uncle, your eyes are full of tears.
Tears? Nonsense. There are no tears in my eyes. You just looked at me then like your mother used to. Sonichka. My sister, my dear sister. Oh, where are you now? Oh, if you knew. If you only knew.
She only knew what, Uncle?
My heart is bursting. It's awful. No matter though. Let's go.
In a moment. What do you want?
Drink as much as you want to, if you don't find it revolting, but I implore you not to let my uncle do it. That's for him.
Very well. We won't drink any more. I must go. You said it. It'll be dawn by the time the horses are harnessed.
It's still raining. Wait till morning.
Storm's blowing over. It's just the exit. And please, don't ask me to come by to see your father anymore. I tell him he has gout. He says it's rheumatism. I tell him to lie down. He sits up. Today, you refuse to see me at all.
Sorry. Won't you have a bite to eat?
Yes, I believe I will.
I love to nibble a little at night. I'm sure we shall find something in here. They say he's made a great many conquests in his life and that the women have adored him. Now, here's some cheese.
No, haven't eaten anything today. Haven't been drinking. You know, your father's a very difficult nature. May I? We're alone. May I be honest? You know, I couldn't stand to live in this house, even a month. The atmosphere was stifling me. There's your father, entirely absorbed in his books and his readings. There's your uncle, who's depressing. Your grandmother. And finally, your stepmother.
What about her?
A human being should be beautiful in every way. The face, the clothes, the mind, thoughts. Your stepmother, of course, is beautiful to look at. But don't you see? She does nothing but sleep and eat and walk and be with us. And that's all. She has no real responsibilities. Everything is done for her. Am I not right? There's no integrity in that kind of life. Although, I may be judging him too severely. Like your uncle, I'm discontented. So, we're both cranks.
Aren't you satisfied with your life?
I like life in general, but I hate and despise it in this small country village. As far as my own personal life goes, there's absolutely no redeeming thing about it. Haven't you noticed, when you're riding through a dark wood, and you see a little light shine on your head, how you forget about your fatigue, and the darkness, and the sharp twigs that whip at your face? I work, as you know, unlike anyone in this district. Fate beats on me without rest. At times, unendurably. I see no light ahead. I can have no hope. I don't like people anymore. It's been a long time since I've loved anyone.
Do you love no one?
Not a soul. I feel a sort of tenderness for your nanny. The peasants all alike, stupid and live in dirt. The educated people are hard to get along with. All our good friends, petty and shallow, and can't seem to see further than their own noses. And those brains and more to offer. Hysterical. Devoured with an obsession for self-analysis. They whine, they hate, they pick faults. They look at me sideways out of the corner of their eye and say, that man's a lunatic, or that man's a windbag. They don't know what else to label me with. They say I'm strange, and gnawed duck. I like the forest, strange. I don't eat meat, strange. Simple natural relations between man and man, and man and nature, don't exist.
Oh, I beg you, please don't drink anymore.
Why not?
Someone becoming of you. You're well bred. Your voice is sweet. You're so different from everyone else I know. You're a fine, good man. Why do you want to be like the common people that drink and play cards? Please don't. You always say that people don't create anything, but only destroy what heaven has given them. Why then? Why must you destroy yourself? Please don't.
All right. I won't drink any more.
Promise me?
I give you my word of honor.
Thank you.
There, you see. I'm perfectly sober again. And so shall I stay to the end of my life. But as I was saying, life holds nothing for me. My race is run. I'm old, I'm tired, I'm mediocre. My sensibilities are dead. I can never attach myself to anyone again. Beauty alone has the power to touch me still. I'm deeply moved by it. Elena, if she wanted to, could turn my head in a day. That's not love. It's not affection. Simply
What is it?
nothing. during Lent when my patients when he died under chloroform.
Oh, you must dwell on that. Tell me, doctor, if I had a friend or a younger sister, and if you knew that she loved you, what would you do?
I don't know. I don't think I should do anything. I would make her understand that I couldn't return her love. After all, I have other things on my mind. I must go at once. Let me bid you goodbye, my dear girl. At this rate, we'll be standing here talking till morning. I should go up this way, because I'm afraid your uncle might try to stop me.
Not a word from him. His heart and soul are still hidden from me. And yet, for some reason, I'm strangely happy. Wonder why. I told him that he was a good man. That his voice was sweet. Why did I say that? I can still feel his voice vibrating through the air. Caresses me. Oh, how terrible it is that I'm not pretty. I'm plain, I know it. As I came out of church last Sunday, I heard people talking, and I overheard a woman say, she's a nice, kind girl, but such a pity that she's not pretty. Not pretty.
The storm is over. What delicious air. Where's the doctor?
He's gone.
Sonia,
Yes.
how much longer are you going to sulk and avoid me? We have not hurt each other. It's time we ended this.
I wanted to. Yes. Let's make friends.
Splendid.
Pop's gone to bed.
He is sitting up in the drawing room. Heaven knows what reason you and I had for not speaking to each other for so long. What's this?
Dr. Astrov has just had something to eat.
Here is some wine. Let us seal our friendship.
Yes, let's.
Out of one glass. It's better this way. So we are friends, are we?
Yes. Long wanted to make friends. But somehow, I was ashamed to.
Why are you crying?
Oh, no. Oh, it's nothing.
There, don't cry. Now I'm crying too. You were angry with me because you think I married your father for his fame. I swear to you, if it means anything, I married him for love. I was fascinated by his intelligence and philosophy. I know now that it wasn't real love, but it seemed so at the time. I'm innocent, and yet your clever, suspicious eyes have been punishing me for an imaginary crime ever since my marriage.
Oh, Elena, let us forget the past.
You must not look so at people. You must learn to trust people, or life becomes impossible.
Tell me truly, as a friend, are you happy?
Absolutely not.
I knew it. One more question. Tell me frankly, do you wish your husband were young?
What a silly child you are. Of course I do. Go on, have something else.
Do you like the doctor?
Yes, very much indeed.
I have a stupid look on my face, don't I? He's just gone out and his voice is still in my ears. I hear his steps. See his face in the dark window. Let me say all I have in my heart. No, I cannot speak of it so loudly. I'm ashamed. Come to my room and let me tell you there. I seem foolish to you, don't I? To me about him?
How can can I say?
He's intelligent. He can do everything. He can cure the sick and plant forests.
It's not a question of medicine and forest, my dear. He's a man of genius. Do you know what that means? It means he's brave and profound and has visions. He plants a tree in his mind, travels 1,000 years into the future, and has visions of happiness for the human race. People like him are rare and should be cherished. So what if he does drink and act crudely at times? A man of genius cannot be a saint and live in Russia. Think of his life cut off from the world by cold and storm and endless roads of bottomless mud, surrounded by rough people who are crushed by poverty and disease. His life is one continuous struggle with never a day's rest. How can a man live like that for 40 years and keep himself sober and untarnished? I wish you happiness with all my heart. You deserve it. As for me, I am a supporting character, a fifth part, in music, in romance, in my husband's house, in everything. In fact, I've always been insignificant. When you come to think of it, Sonia, the truth is, I'm really very, very unhappy. Happiness can never exist for me in this world. Never. Why do you laugh?
I'm so happy. So happy.
I want to play the piano. Should I play a little something now?
Oh, do. I couldn't possibly go to sleep now. Play.
Wait. Your father is awake. Music irritates him when he is ill. But if he says I may, then I'll play. Go on and ask him, Sonia. It has been long since I played anything, and now I'll sit and play and play and cry like a baby.
It's me.
Don't make such a noise. The professor is ill.
I'm going away this minute. Tezuka, Machi, hey!
He says no.
Gypsy love of mine, is there never a sign on your path to show the way that I must go? For the joys I knew, they all went with you. What is left to me is just a memory. I that haunts me so. While they smiled at me, life was ecstasy, was a whirling dance, just a gay romance, or for me perchance, just a broken dream. I that haunt me so, I that haunt me so.
We were requested by the Herr Professor to be here at 1 o'clock. It's now, 1:15. It seems he has some great announcement to make to the world.
Probably a matter of business.
He's never had any business. He writes nonsense, grumbles, and drives the rest of us crazy. That's all he does.
Uncle.
All right, I'm sorry. Look at her. Wandering around and ready to fall over from sheer idleness. A sweet picture, really.
I wonder you're not tired of going on in the same key. From morning till night. I'm dying of boredom. What will I do?
There's plenty to do.
For instance,
You could help run the estate, teach the peasants' children, care for the sick. Isn't that enough? Before you and Papa came, Uncle Vanya and I used to go to the market to sell our own flour.
I don't really know anything about those things. Besides, they don't really interest me. It's only in romantic novels where women go out and teach and heal the peasants. How can I suddenly begin to do that?
How can you live here and not do it? Wait a while. You'll get used to it all. You'll be bored to stepmother. You feel miserable and restless and can't seem to fit into this country life. And your restlessness is infectious. Look at Uncle Vanya. He does nothing now but follow you around like a shadow. And I've left my work here today to come here and talk with you. Getting lazy and don't want to go on with anything important. Dr. Astrop hardly ever used to come here. It's all we could do to persuade him to visit us once a month, and now he's abandoned his trees and practice, and he comes here every day. Maybe you're a witch.
Why are you so down? My dear Elaine, my beauty, be sensible. The blood of a mermaid runs through your veins. Won't you let yourself be one? Give in to your nature for once in your life. Fall head over heels in love with some other water sprite and plunge down head first into the deep pool so that the hair professor just throws up his hands.
How nasty you are. Leave me alone.
Ah, my beauty, I apologize. Please forgive me. Please.
You try the patience of an angel?
As a peace offering, I'm going to fetch a bouquet of flowers, which I picked for you this morning. Some autumn roses. Beautiful, sad roses.
Autumn roses. Beautiful. And sad.
September already. How shall we endure the long winter here? Where's the doctor?
He's writing in Uncle Vanya's room. I'm glad Uncle Vanya's gone out. I want to talk to you about something.
About what?
Oh, about what?
Your hair? Don't, Sonia.
I'm ugly.
You have lovely hair?
No! No. When a woman is ugly, they always say she has beautiful hair, beautiful eyes. I've loved him now for 6 years. I've loved him more than anyone. I seem to hear him beside me every moment of the day. I feel the pressure of his hand on mine. If I look up, I seem to see him coming, and I run to you to talk about him. He comes here every day now, but he never looks at me. He doesn't notice me. It's agony. I have absolutely no hope. No hope. God, give me strength to endure. I prayed all last night. I often go up to him and speak to him and look into his eyes. My pride is gone. My self-control. Yesterday, I couldn't control myself, and I told Uncle Vanya that I was in love with him. Now all the servants know it. Everyone knows that I love him except him. He never notices me.
He's a strange man. Listen, Sonia. Let me speak to him. I'll be careful and only hint at it. Really, to not know all these years. Let me do it. It'd be easy to find out whether he loves you or not. Don't be ashamed, sweetheart. Don't worry. He won't notice a thing. We only want to find out whether it's yes or no, don't we? And if it is no, then he must stop coming here. Isn't that so? It'd be better for you not to see him. We won't put off the examination any longer. said he had some sketches to show me. Go and tell him that I want to see him.
Will you tell me the whole truth?
Of course I will. No matter what it is, the truth will be easier to bear than this awful uncertainty. Trust me.
Yes. Yes. I'll tell him that you want to see some of his sketches. No. Better not to know. At least then there's still hope.
What?
Nothing.
There's no greater sorrow than to know another secret when you can't help them. He's obviously not in love with her, but why shouldn't he marry her? She's not pretty, but she's so clever and pure and good. She would make a splendid wife to a country doctor of his years. But I can understand how the poor child feels to live here in this desperate loneliness with no one around except these dreary shadows that go tracing about talking nonsense, knowing nothing except that they eat, drink, and sleep. Among them appears from time to time this Dr. Ashcroft. So different, so handsome, so interesting, so charming. It's like seeing the moon rise on a dark night. Hoda surrenders oneself to his embrace, to lose oneself in his arms. I guess I'm a little in love with him myself. Yes, I'm lonely, but when I think of him, I smile. Uncle Vanya says I have the blood of a mermaid in my veins. Give in to your nature for once in your life. Perhaps he's right. Oh, to be as free as a bird and to fly away from all these cheery faces and their talk and forget that they even existed. But I'm afraid. I'm a coward. My conscience torments me. He comes here every day now, and I can guess why. I feel guilty. I should fall on my knees at Sonia's feet and beg her forgiveness and cry.
How do you do? Do you want to see my sketches?
Yes, you promised to show me them. Have you got the time now?
Of course. Where were you born?
St. Petersburg.
What school did you go to?
The St. Petersburg Music Conservatory.
All of this probably won't interest you then.
Why not? It's true I don't know much about country life, but I've read a great deal about it in books.
I have my own day staring bombs around. When I'm absolutely too exhausted, I drop everything and rush over here to get myself into work for an hour. Yvonne and Sonia sit rattling at their counting boards. The Christmas church, I sit beside them in pain, feeling warm and peaceful. But I don't permit myself this luxury all. Only once a month. Look, this is a map of our district as it appears 50 years ago. The green shade areas, both light and dark, represent the forest. Half the map you see is covered blue. Where the green is striped red, forests were inhabited by elk and wild goats. Here on this lake, there was a great many flocks of swan and geese and duck. As the peasants say, there were birds of every kind, thick as a cloud in the sky. Beside the hamlets and villages, you see out down here and there, the various settlements, farms, hermit caves, and watermelons. This country carried great many cattle, as you can see by the quantity of blue paint. See how thick it is here? There are many herds here. Every house had 3 horses. Now, this is a map of our district as it appears 25 in this bill. Only a third of the map is covered green with forests. So there's still some elk, but no goat left. The blue paint is lighter, and so on and so on. Now we come to this. The country as it appears today. There's still some spots of green left, but not much. The elk, the swan, the grouse have all disappeared. It is, on a whole, the picture of a regular and slow decline, which will only take about 10 or 15 more years to complete. You may say that we must regret that the old order must give place to new. And you would be right. There's roads and railways would be amongst these younger words. Or factories and schools would take their place. People would be healthy, better educated, and richer. And as it is, there's nothing like that. We have the same mosquitoes, the same disease and poverty, the typhoid, the diphtheria, the rotting villages. We are confronted by the decay of our country, brought on by the fierce struggle for existence of the human race. It is the consequence of the ignorance of a starving, shivering, sick humanity. We destroy everything we lay our hands on without a thought for tomorrow. Almost everything is gone, and nothing we create to take its place. But I see by your face that you're a boy.
I know so little about such things.
There's nothing to know. It just doesn't interest you, that's all.
Strangely, my thoughts were elsewhere. Forgive me. I want to subject you to a little examination, but I'm embarrassed and don't know how to begin.
Examination?
Yes, but a quite innocent one. Sit down. It's about a certain young girl I know. Let us discuss it like honest people, like friends, and then forget what has passed between us. Shall we?
All right.
It's about my stepdaughter, Sonia. Do you like her?
Yes. I respect her.
Do you like her as a woman?
No.
One more word and I'll be it. You haven't noticed anything?
No. Nothing.
You don't love her. I see that in your eyes. She is suffering, you must realize that, and not come here anymore.
I'm past all that, yes. Besides, I don't have the time. Where should I find the time for such things?
What an unpleasant conversation. I'm as out of breath as if I'd been carrying stones up a hill. Thank heaven that's over. Now, let's forget everything that was said and you must go. You're sensible. You understand. I'm actually blushing.
If you'd spoken a month or two ago, I might perhaps consider it. Now, of course, she is suffering. But I don't understand why you had to put me through this examination. Oh, you're a clever one.
What does that mean?
You're a clever one. Let's say that someone is suffering. How does this examination of yours help? Please, don't be so surprised. You know exactly why I come here every day. Oh, yes, you know exactly why and for whose sake. Honestly, Tigress, don't look at me that way. I might like it.
A tigress? I don't understand you.
Beautiful, sleek Tigress. You must have victims. For a month I've done nothing but chase after you. And you love it. I've done everything for your sake. I guess I'm sure you knew all this when you put me through your examination. All right, I surrender. Here I am. Devour me.
You're mad.
Ah, you're shy.
No, I'm not the woman you think I am.
I'm leaving today and won't be back there. Tell me quickly. Someone may come in. Quickly, tell me, quickly.
Don't stop. I swear to you.
I swear anything. No need for that. No need to say anything. How lovely you are. What lovely hands.
Enough of this. Please, leave me alone.
Come with me tomorrow. Don't you see that we must be? It's inevitable.
Please, leave me alone. No.
Meet in the forest. Tomorrow, 2 o'clock. Will you? Will you?
Let me go. This is awful.
Fine weather today, my dear Yvonne. The morning was overcast and looked like rain. But the sun is shining again. Honestly, we better very fine autumn. And the wheat looks good. The days are growing short.
My husband and I are leaving today. Do you hear me? We're leaving this very day.
Elena, I saw everything. Everything.
Do you understand me? I'm leaving here this very day.
I'm not well myself, Your Excellency. I have been ill for 2 days. My head.
Where are the others? I hate this house. It is a regular labyrinth. Everyone is always scattered through the 26 enormous rooms. One can never find a soul. Ask Madame Vanya at Sky to come here, please. Please, be seated.
What did he say? I'll tell you later. Just how they look on your face. I understand. He said he wouldn't come here anymore, didn't he?
Some people may enjoy living their life out in the country, but not me. Life is so foreign, I feel as I have been whirled off the earth and landed on some strange planet. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Sonia? Sonia! She can't hear me. You too, Nanny. I ask you all to hang your ears, if I may say so, on the peg of attention.
Perhaps you don't need me. May I be excused?
Well, no. You are needed now more than anyone.
What is it you want of me?
Once of you, but what are you so angry about? If it is anything I have done, please forgive me.
Drop the condescending tone and get to the point. What do you want?
Here's Mother. I shall begin. Ladies and gentlemen, I have invited you here to tell you that the inspector is coming from the capital. Joking aside, I do have something serious to say, and I want to ask you for your assistance and advice. I am a bookworm, a scholar, and am well uninformed with social, and I need to have well-informed people such as you, Yvonne, and you, Talia, and you, Mother. Manet omnes una nox. That is to say, death awaits us all. As I am old and ill, I have realized that the time has come for me to dispose of my property in regards to the interest of my family. My life is nearly over, and I am not doing this for myself, but I have a young wife and an unmarried daughter. Some people may enjoy living there. We are not made for the country life, and yet we cannot afford living in the town off the income of the state. We must find some means of guaranteeing a more or less yearly fixed income. With this in mind, a plan has occurred to me, which I now present to all of you for your consideration. I will only give you a short outline. I won't bore you with too many details. Our state does not pay on average more than 2% of the money invested in it. I propose we sell it. If we then invest the capitals in bonds, we can earn up to 4 to 5% with the surplus of several thousand rubles. And with that surplus, I could buy a summer cottage in Finland for my wife and me.
Hold on. Repeat what you just said. I don't think I heard you.
I said we'd invest the money in bonds, and I could buy a cottage in Finland with the surplus.
No, not Finland. Before that.
Oh, I propose we sell it.
Ha! That was it. So you're going to sell the family estate. Wonderful! That's a brilliant idea. And what do you propose to do with my old mother? And me and with Sonia, your unmarried daughter here?
Well, that will come in due time. We can't figure out everything right now.
Wait. I was under the impression that the estate belonged to Sonia. My father bought it as a wedding present, and I foolishly imagined that since we live under Russian law and not Turkish law, that my sister's estate would go to her child.
Of course the estate is Sonia's. I wouldn't sell without Sonia's consent. Anyway, what I am doing is for Sonia's own good.
This is absolutely incomprehensible. Either I have gone mad, or...
John, don't contradict Alexander. Trust him. He knows better than we do what is right and what is wrong.
I won't. Give me some water. Go ahead. Do what you want. Sell the estate right from our feet.
I can't imagine why you are so upset. I don't pretend my plan is an ideal one, and if you all object, I shall not insist.
I respect your learning, Excellency, but I'm also drawn to it by family ties. My brother, Gregory's wife's brother, whom you may know, was a master...
Whoa! This is business. Actually, ask him what he thinks. This estate was bought from his uncle.
Why? What good would that do?
The price was 95,000 rubles. My father paid 70, which left it at 25. Listen! This place could never have been bought. I do not renounce my inheritance in favor of my sister, whom I deeply love. And what's more, I worked for 10 years like an ox to pay off the debt.
I can't imagine what you were driving at.
Thanks entirely to my own personal efforts, this estate is entirely clear of debt. And now when I have grown old, you want to throw me out, homeless.
I regret to ever have starting this conversation.
For 25 years, I have managed this place and sent to you the returns from it like the most honest of servants. And you've never even given me one single word of thanks for my work. Not once. You've allowed me a meager salary of 500 rubles a year. A mere pittance, and you never even thought of adding a ruble to it.
What do I know about such things, Yvonne? I'm not a practical man. I don't understand business. You might have helped yourself to all you wanted.
Yes! Why didn't I steal? Despise me for not stealing from you!
John.
Vanya, don't talk that way. Why spoil such pleasant relations? Please stop.
For 25 years, I've been sitting here with my mother. Our every thought and hope was yours and yours only. By day, we talked endlessly of you and your academic work and spoke your name with pride. Our nights were wasted reading your books and papers, which now disgust to my soul.
Vanya, don't, I can't stand
What
it.
in heavens do you want? I don't understand.
I used to think of you as a superior being and knew your articles by heart, but now I see you as you really are. You read about art, but I don't know a thing about it. Those books of yours, which I used to admire, not with one copper kopeck. You've made fools of us all.
Can't anyone make him stop? I'm going.
I command you to stop this instant. Do you hear me?
Wait! I'm not done yet. You know what? You've wrecked my life. I've never lived. The best years have gone for nothing doing thanks to you. You are my most bitter enemy.
I can't stand it. Can't stand it. I'm going.
What do you want? What on earthly right have you to speak to me this way? You are nobody. If this stays yours to take, I don't want it.
I'm going away. This is too much.
My life has been a failure. I'm clever and brave and strong, and if I hadn't lived a normal life, I might have become another Schopenhauer or Dostoevsky. I'm losing my mind. I'm going crazy. Oh, Mother, I'm in despair. Oh, Mother.
This is going longer.
Oh, Daddy!
Mama, what shall I do? Never mind. I know exactly what to do. Then you'll understand.
Tell me what on earth is that? Get that little kid out of my sight. I will not live under the same roof with them. His roof is almost next to mine. Send him off into the village or into a cottage onto the estate, or I shall leave here at once. I would not live in the same house with him.
No, we're leaving today. We're to get ready right now for our departure.
What a perfectly dreadful man that is.
Oh, but you must understand. Uncle Vanya and I are so unhappy. Pity on us. Remember how Granny and Uncle Vanya used to copy and translate your books for you every night? Every single night. Uncle Vanya and I worked without rest. He spent not a penny on us. We sent it all to you. I've not eaten a crumb of idleness. Not saying it's the way I want you, but you must understand us, Papa. You must show him some sympathy.
For God's sake, Alexander, go and have a talk with him. Explain, please.
Very well. I shall go and talk to him, but I won't apologize for a thing. I'm not angry, but you must confess this behavior is strange, to say the least.
Be gentle with him. Try to fight him.
Yes.
Oh, no.
It's all right, Malish. The geese will cackle and then they will be still again. First they cackle and then they stop. You're trembling all over as if you were freezing. There, my Agnieszka. God is merciful. A little Linden blossom tea and it'll all pass away. Oh, don't cry, my sweet. Oh, see, the geese have all gone now.
Stop, there!
Give it to me! Give it to me, I tell you!
Go away, Lena. Ah, there he is. I didn't get him. I missed again. Champ. How the hell?
I can't stay here. Take me away. I'd rather you kill me than stay here.
What am I doing?
Oh, Nanny. Nanny.
Be quick, Marina, or we should be called away to say goodbye before you have finished. The carriage has already been ordered.
Oh, there's only a little left.
They are going to live in Kharkov.
It's all for the best.
They were too frightened. The professor's wife won't stay here an hour longer. If we are going at all, let's go now, she said. We shall go to Kharkov, and then we can send for our things. They are traveling light. It seems, Marina, that fate has decided they shouldn't live here.
Quite rightly. The storm they raised this afternoon. And all that shooting? Oh, shameful.
Indeed it was. The scene was worthy of an Ivazovsky painting.
Oh, I wish I'd never laid eyes on them. Oh, now we'll go back to normal. Breakfast state, dinner at 1, supper in the evening. Everything in order like decent Christians. It's been a long time since I've eaten noodles. Oh, thinner than I am.
Yes, we haven't had noodles for ages. Not for ages. As I was going through the village this morning, Marina, one of the shopkeepers called after me. Hey, you! Freeloader! It hurts my feelings, I can tell you.
Oh, don't pay the least attention to the Miusha. We're all freeloaders in God's eyes. You and Sonia, us and all of us. Everyone must work. No one can sit idle. Oh, where is Sonia?
In the garden looking for Ivan. The fury may harm himself.
Oh, where's his pistol?
I hid it in the cellar.
Oh, what's a sinful business?
Leave me alone. Go away and leave me to myself at least for an hour. I won't have you watching me like this.
Yes, Vanya.
Cackle, cackle.
Leave me alone.
I would with the greatest pleasure. I should have left a while ago, but I won't leave until you return from what you took from me.
I took nothing from you.
I'm not kidding. Don't detain me. I really must go.
I took nothing of yours.
You did. Very well. I shall wait a little longer. Would you have to forgive me if I must resort to force? Clef, tie you up and search you. I mean what I say.
Do as you please. What an idiot I am. To shoot twice and miss him both times. I'll never forgive myself.
When you both came to shoot, it would have been better if you put the bullet through your own head.
This is crazy. I attempted murder and I'm not going to be arrested or brought to trial? That means everyone thinks I'm crazy. And mad. Me. I'm mad. And those who hide their worthlessness, their dullness, and their blatant heartlessness behind the professor's mask are sane. Those who marry old men and then deceive them under the noses of all are sane. I saw you kiss her. I saw you in each other's arms.
Yes, I did kiss her. So there. It's all nonsense.
Well, if I'm crazy, then do I have the right to talk nonsense?
You're not crazy. You're simply a ridiculous old fool. You're full of beans. I used to think all fools lacked sense. But now I see that the lack of sense is actually a man's normal state. So, you're perfectly normal.
If you knew how ashamed I am. These sharp pains are like nothing on earth. I can't endure them. Tell me, what can I do?
Nothing.
You must give me something. Oh my God, I'm 47 years old. I may live to be 60. That means 13 more years of agony. How will I be able to endure life for 13 years? How can I fill them? What can I do? If I could live the rest of my life in some new way. If I could wake to the still bright morning and feel that life had begun again. That the past was forgotten and had vanished like smoke. To begin again, tell me how.
What nonsense. What kind of new life can you and I look forward to? We can have no hope.
None?
None. Of that I am convinced.
You must give me something for the pain. Here?
Stop it! It may be that in 1,000 years, people will despise us for how blind and stupid we were. They'll have found some other road to happiness. But we, you and I, have but one hope. The hope that we may be visited by visions, perhaps by pleasant ones, where we lie resting in our graves. 10 years ago, old man, there are only 2 respectable, intelligent men in this district. You and I. But this life of ours, this miserable life, has sucked us under. It's whitened stench and poisoned our blood and made us as detestable and as narrow-minded as the rest. But don't change the subject. Return from what you took of me, will you?
I took nothing from you.
She took a little bottle of morphine out of my bag. Listen, if you're positively determined to make it into yourself, go in the woods and shoot yourself. But give me the morphine first. There'll be a lot of nasty gossip. People will think I get it. Imagine having to do an autopsy on you. How much fun that would be.
Leave me alone.
Sonia, you're almost taking a little bottle of morphine out of my bag and won't give it back. Tell this behavior is unwise. Besides, I don't have time for this. I really must go.
Uncle Vanya, did you take the morphine?
Yes, he took it. I'm absolutely sure of it.
Why do you want to frighten us? Who's that, Uncle Vanya? My misfortune is perhaps even greater than yours, but I'm not wallowing in despair. I endure my sorrow and shall endure it until my life comes to its natural end. Not to yours too. Give it back. Dear darling Uncle Vanya, give it back. I'm so glad. No, you won't say you must give it back. You must endure your sorrow, Uncle Vanya. You must endure it.
There. And now we must get back to work. We must do something or I won't be able to endure it.
Yes. To work. As soon as we've seen them off, we'll go to work. Everything's a mess.
Now I can be off.
Are you in here, Yon? I'm leaving in a moment. Hold on, Alexander. He wants to speak with you.
Yes, go, Uncle Vanya. Uncle, you and Papa must make peace and be friends, please.
We are going to Kharkov. Goodbye.
So soon?
The carriage is waiting.
Well, goodbye.
Remember, you promised you'd go today, too?
I haven't forgotten. I will go at once. Are you frightened? Is it so terrible?
Yes.
Couldn't you stay? Couldn't you? Tomorrow, in the forest?
No, it's all settled. That is why I can look you so bravely in the face. Her departure is set. One more thing I want to ask of you. Please don't think too badly of me. I want you to respect me, at least.
Stay. Please stay. Confess that there's nothing left for you in this world. That there's nothing left to occupy your attention. Your feelings will come to you sooner or later. It's inevitable. It's better than happening here in nature's lap rather than in a cardinal. And at least be poetic. There's a slight beauty in it all. Like a Turgenev. A withered maple leaf. It's left its branch and it's fallen to the ground. And its movements resemble those of a butterfly in flight.
How comical you are. I'm angry with you, and yet I'll always remember you with a smile. You're interesting and original. You and I will never meet again, and so I'll say it. Why should I hide it? I am just a little bit in love with you. Let us shake hands and part as good friends. Let's not bear each other any hard feelings.
Yes. Go. No sooner did you arrive here with your husband. Everyone who was busy and I was creating something. Them that killed their work and drop everything. Your husband's gout. And your beauty. You've infected us with your idleness. I've been swept off my feet. I've not put my hand to a thing for weeks. For which sickness has run its course unchecked among the people. Peasants have been pasturing their cattle in my woods and newly planted forests. So go where you will. You and your husband will always fear destruction in your way. I'm joking, of course. Yes. I strangely believe that if you had stayed, you would have not only destroyed. I would have gone to ruin, and you would have not been able to prosper. So off, Bonita la Comedia.
I'll take this pencil to remember you by.
How strange it is. We meet, and then we suddenly just part forever. It's the way of the world. Before, allow me to perform a wine from sad roses. I'm going to kiss you goodbye. Yeah? Splendid.
I wish you every happiness. For once in my life I shall. I must go.
Yes. If you care to see, you must start right now.
I think they're coming.
Benita.
Let's let bygones be bygones. I've been through so much in the last few hours, I feel as if I could write a whole treatise on the proper conduct of life. I gladly accept your apology, and I ask for your forgiveness.
You'll be receiving the regular amount as before. Everything will be just the same.
Mother.
Have your photograph taken, Alexander, and send me one. You know how dear you are to me.
Goodbye, Your Excellency. Don't forget us.
Goodbye, Sonia. Goodbye, all. Many thanks for your pleasant company. I have a deep regard for your opinion and your enthusiasm. As I am old, let me give you one last word of advice. You must do something, my friends. Work. You must work. Good luck to you all.
Goodbye. Please forgive me. I'll never see you again.
Goodbye, my dear Yvonne.
Tell them to bring my carriage around too, Waffles.
All right, old man.
Why don't you see them all?
Let them go. I can go out there. I feel too sad. I must get to work on something at once.
They've gone. The professor, I suppose, is glad to go. He couldn't be tempted back here for anything.
They've gone.
They've gone. God be with them. Now, Vanya. He's not there.
Yes, to work. To work.
It's been a long time since you and I sat together at the table. No ink. How sad it is to see them go. They've gone. First, Uncle Vanya, let's write up the accounts. What a dreadful state. Come on, begin. You take one, and I'll take the other.
An account with Peter Nikolaevich.
Sandman has come.
How still it is. The pins scratch, the crickets sing. It's so warm and comfortable. I really do hate to go. My carriage has arrived. Now it's everyone into my table here. And I'm off.
Oh, don't hurry away. Sit a little longer with us.
No, I can't.
Carry forward 2 rubles. 75.
The carriage is waiting, Doctor.
Look out. Don't crush the portfolio.
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm off.
When are you coming to see us again?
Possibly next summer. Probably not this winter, though. Of course. If anything should happen, you should let me know. Let me thank you for your kindness, for your hospitality, for everything. Goodbye, Nanny.
Are you going without your tea?
I don't want any.
A drop of vodka?
Well. My lead horse has gone lame. I noticed it yesterday when Yevon was stepping in the water.
You need to have him reshoot.
I should remember that on my way home. It can't be avoided. It must be blazing hot in Africa about now.
Yes, I suppose it is.
Here you go, Misha. To your good health, my dear. Eat your bread with it.
I don't want any, Nan. Now, the best of all of you. You needn't see me out, man.
On the 2nd of February, 20 pounds of butter. On the 16th, 20 pounds of butter again. Buckwheat flour.
He's gone. He's gone.
Total 15, 25.
The Lord have mercy on us.
My dear Sonia, I feel terribly sad. If you knew how miserable I am.
What can we do? Let's live our lives. Yes, we shall live, Uncle Vanya. We shall live through the long procession of days before us and through the long evenings. We shall patiently deal with whatever fate hands us. We shall work for others without rest, both now and when we are old. And when our final hour comes, we shall meet it humbly. And there, beyond the grave, we shall say that we have suffered and wept, and that our life was bitter. God will have pity on us. Then, dear uncle, you and I shall see that bright and beautiful life. We shall rejoice and look back upon our sorrow here on earth with a tender smile, and we shall rest. I have faith, Uncle, I do. We shall rest. We shall rest. We shall hear the angels. We shall see heaven all shining with diamonds. We shall see all of the evil and all of our pain float away, and compassion shall wrap the world. Our lives will be as peaceful and tender and sweet as a caress. I do. Poor dear Uncle Vanya, you've never known what happiness was. Wait. We shall rest. We shall rest. We shall rest.